Good morning and welcome to Wall and Broad, coming to you from the corner of Wall Street and Broad Street in Lower Manhattan. Equities look to be pointing lower this morning in early trading, and here's today's headlines. Treasury yields continue to climb. The bond market was closed yesterday, so it looks like the increases are continuing from last Friday. Home builder DR Horton reported a 2% fall in orders, but the orders it has are at higher prices. And Rackspace Hosting is down over 7% this morning after reporting its net income fell 40% as the cloud computing company deals with higher costs. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas as the snow is falling outside our studios. But before we get into holiday shopping, how was the fall for our good friends over at Macy's and Kohl's? Joining me now is Lori Kulikowski, our retail analyst. So Lori, it's going to be a big earnings week for retailers.
Yep, Macy's kicks it off tomorrow. We have Walmart, we have Kohl's, we have Nordstrom on Thursday, and then the following week we got a ton of companies reporting.
All right, well, when we look at some of the earnings estimates for Macy's and Kohl's, it looks like they're going to be a little bit higher for Macy's, but a little bit lower for Kohl's.
Well, I think the big issue there is going to be the estimates are calling for really pretty much stagnant revenue growth at some of these big department stores. And let's just look at the third quarter. I mean, that was the back to school season, and we saw that was softer than usual. We had the government shutdown last month, even though we saw some of the department stores and other stores that report monthly sales saying that it really was okay in October. But I think we saw a lot of promotion going on, and we're going to see that obviously continue into the holiday season.
All right, so the real story, it seems to be here, is that these revenue numbers are stagnant for these companies, even though they might make it look like their earnings are hitting.
I think they're going to have a lot of expense control, but also you really going to need to watch what their margins are, because again, we saw a lot of promotional activity, so that's going to hurt margins for sure.
Right, Kohl's of course always has those great coupons. Let's look at the stocks though, because even though we're talking about these stagnant revenues and coupons and promotions, the Macy's stock has started to come back just a little bit here, as well as the Kohl stock.
I think what's going on with the retail is sort of what's going on with the broader market. They're just really riding the wave of this stock market right now.
All right, so we've seen the stocks move higher. Let's talk about the holiday hours, because that's been in the news a lot. We're hearing about all these companies are going to be opening on Thanksgiving. I mean, what do you think about that?
I was going to say,
is it desperate?
I think it is a little desperate, but let's say, once you're finished with your turkey, the stores are open. Best Buy, Walmart just announced earlier today, they're going to open up even earlier on Thursday, Thanksgiving Thursday. There's a ton of stores, Target, Sears, Kmart, they're all going to be open on Thanksgiving.
There's been a lot of consumer backlash, though. Everybody's saying this is horrible. People should be home with their families. Are they saying that, but then they're going to run out to the stores?
Well, I think that what these stores are up against is, of course, Amazon, which never closes. You can shop online in your own home, but of course these stores want you to come in and buy their stuff.
All right, thanks, Lori. Well, hopefully the New York Stock Exchange won't start opening on the holidays. And it seems as if all we've talked about this year is Netflix, pretty much ignoring Dish Networks. But it looks as if Dish has been reeling in some new subscribers while we lost attention to them. Brittany Umar is here to tell us more.
Yes, Dish Network reported a surprise boost in subscribers during the third quarter and returned to profitability. The company said it added 35,000 pay TV subscribers in the third quarter compared to market expectations of a loss of 39,000. Now, the company also reported a 24% rise sequentially in broadband subscribers, beating estimates. Dish reported net income of $315 million or 68 cents a share in the quarter, compared with a net loss of $158 million or 35 cents a share a year ago. Revenue rose 2% as well, beating expectations. Now, thanks to competitive pricing, Dish and rival DirecTV are benefiting as customers leave cable providers like Time Warner Cable, Comcast, and Charter Communications. Those companies all reported subscriber losses during the quarter. Back to you, Deb.
So, Brittany, is the price that much cheaper at Dish that you're willing to drop your cable company?
Well, as these companies get more and more competitive with their pricing, it becomes that much more attractive.
All right, thanks, Brittany. So before we go, one more look at the markets. European and U.S. stocks are down. Crude oil and gold also down, but just slightly. And it looks like Treasury yields are the main product moving higher. That's it for now. We'll see you in the midday report. And I'm Deborah Borchardt for The Street.